Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about hitboxes in Fortnite Battle Royale, talking about the idea of pay to win, and going over a few different things with emotes and stuff like that, and basically how you can hit people at different angles and things like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait for it. I'm buzzing for it, and we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, I'd just like to say it's been absolutely awesome recently on the channel. We've hit 200,000 subscribers so quickly from 100,000, and we are nearing 300,000 subscribers every single day. Obviously it's taken a while to build up, but every single day it builds up, and it'd be awesome to hit that by Christmas. So that's my goal with that. Hopefully we can reach that. That would be absolutely awesome. I want to thank everyone on the channel recently for the support. It's been absolutely crazy. The inspiration for this video came from an old video of mine that was up a while ago, and it was actually stolen by a top 5 Fortnite myths that need to be busted video, and this video gave me no credit at all. I was pretty disappointed by it because the video got 3.2 million views and my myth was in there, and the credit for it was just nowhere to be seen. I was really sad about it and disappointed. I didn't really want to leave a comment because I thought, you know, felt a bit mean on it, and I just didn't really know what to say. I didn't know how to contact the guy or anything, so I thought, you know, I give up. I've not been given credit. I guess, you know, we'll just leave it and just carry on. But now here we are, because I've been seeing a bunch of thumbnails around that you saw in my video, and basically these thumbnails are showing off all weird things with like hands showing and stuff like it. Here are a few of them. These are just absolutely hilarious, so I thought, you know, I want to show off this sort of idea and kind of talk about the hitbox and stuff like that with snipers, and that's where we're coming at with it. So it's been absolutely awesome. I'm glad that this is the case. We can finally revisit the idea of actually the hitboxes, emotes, and the design of characters. So it's awesome, and I'm going to get into it in this video. We're going to be doing a bunch of different testing. My friends have helped me out with this, so thanks to them, Daft Bus, Commander Mate, and actually a new subscriber out there who was helping me out in the video. It's really awesome to have all these three in the game helping us out. So we're going to be testing out different regions of where you can hit with the hitboxes and stuff. Now obviously I made a video on this a while ago and it didn't get that many views, so I thought, you know, we may as well retest it. We'll test it on a few emotes as well, and hopefully it works pretty well. Obviously I've got this huge praise tomato emote that I used in the thumbnail, so we'll be testing it out on this. If you can actually hit my hands when I lift up the hands, so that's going to be pretty cool as well, and we'll be testing that out. So first off, let's test out on the gingerbread skin using the bat bling and the actual harvesting tool. So if you shoot the actual dark wings here, it just goes straight through them and doesn't do any damage at all. So that confirms that bat blings do not affect your hitbox. Then next up, we've actually got the hands. Now this is pretty interesting. If someone's holding a pickaxe and you hit like just a little bit above the hand, the hitbox region is there for it. So it's kind of weird. So be careful with that one, guys. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Now next up, we've got the crack. Next up, we've got the Nutcracker. If you aim for the head on this one, it actually goes straight through and doesn't do any damage at all. So again, you could be aiming for a headshot on it and you're not going to do any damage to him at all. So again, it doesn't really count having a bigger skin. It doesn't make any difference apart from on your screen. And then the same with Funkops and any other skin with a huge hat or a huge head this applies to. So you can see here, shooting straight through the hair. Oh, oops, that one didn't work. That was a little bit too low. But obviously the head goes into the hair. But if you shoot straight through the top of the hair, you can see when Commander Mace lands back in, whereabouts is he? He'll be coming in any second now. You can shoot straight through the head like we can on the crack shot, but obviously that time it just hits straight in the head. Got to be careful with some of them, but it works pretty well. So Commander Mace will be landing in any second now. You can see him up there. There he is. But this works for emotes as well. Do any of you have the praise tomato emote? If you don't, I'll do it myself, but you might do, you might not. It doesn't look like it, but Commander Mace, if you stand still again, we'll go straight through the hair this time. It's because the bullet drops on this, so I am a little bit higher. You can see there it goes straight through. But be careful with Funkops, obviously, because the head does go a little bit down, as I just said. Some of the skins it doesn't, some of the skins it does. So like Crackshot's got more of like a curved head, a little bit different. It's kind of like a little pay to win aspect in Fortnite, but not 100%. Now if anyone wants to do like the flipping sexy emote or emotes like that, I can try hitting you doing that. We can test out a few things. You want to take this slurp juice, I know Mace has got that one. So you see you can shoot straight over this emote. So technically if this emote do the emote and you'll be able to dodge the actual bullet from the sniper. Watch this, guy. So if I shoot the sniper there, a little bit too early, but you can get it perfect and you would actually be able to technically dodge the sniper, which would be absolutely insane. So here I can see if I can shoot a sniper bullet there. Say if I was a little bit earlier, you could actually dodge sniper bullets using emotes, which is pretty weird because it's a concept in the game that's been in for a while, but I find it interesting to see this happening with a bunch of different skins and stuff. So I wanted to test it with a few emotes that actually put accessories in. So if you want to try out maybe like the golf club emote and stuff like that, actually aiming for the pickaxe and stuff like that. I think something like that would be pretty cool. So here's the worm. This is a cool one. I can shoot straight over the worm. And you can technically do this to dodge bullets. Like here, see me shooting straight over the worm, and it's absolutely crazy. And by the looks of it, it does actually look like the head is in the screen. I'm just shooting straight over it, so that one works pretty well. If you've got any other remotes you want to try out, so here's the golf ball one. So you can shoot, again, you can shoot around the hands, and you don't actually get, you can only get hits on the hands. This emote here, the gentleman's dab here, completely missing there, and then see if we can do it again. You might need to get some health actually, so you may end up dying from it. Let's try again on a few different emotes. Oh, there's one kill. See this one here. We're just basically testing out a few, so you can go straight through the arms there, aiming for the arms and going straight through. Pretty weird, really. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. It's quite a cool concept. I just didn't expect the actual game to have that sort of pay-to-win aspect. We've obviously seen it with the skins as well. Certain skins don't affect, and it's a big theory and a big myth that's been in the game for a long time. I covered it a while ago, but I still get asked the question, do bigger skins like count and do the affect it? And the answer to that is no. But anyway, let's try out this on my little praise tomato. So I'll drop the actual hunting rifle and see if you guys can try and hit. If you stand next to me on the side, you should be able to try and hit the actual tomato. So if you want to pick up the hunting rifle there, Daft Boss, I'll drop some ammo for it and see if you can hit the tomato when I lift it up, when I lift my hands up. So the hands actually come this way, and see if it actually does any damage to me. Try and aim for the exact tomato when it lifts up there. And there you are. I don't know if you hit it, but we'll try it a few times. Give it a second. Let me do it again. But yeah, these sort of emotes and stuff just really do kind of, they're not exactly pay to win, but technically it does affect. So that time it did hit. Let me just heal up a little bit. Oh, I haven't got any meds. I'll just respawn. It's all right if you hit me. But yeah, it's just crazy to see all these things like being put into the game technically and not 100% working. Like the skin one is very interesting, and it's a myth that's just been in the community for a very long time, and me and Daft Boss did master it a while ago, but obviously it was when my channel probably had like 50k, maybe even 40k. A lot of people did see it for the time, but now that sort of myth has kind of just died off, and it needed to kind of be readdressed because people do sometimes consider their skins and their purchases because of the way they look, and it shouldn't really count because obviously with the skins like Crackshot and Fun Cops and all them ones, or Nutcrackers, whatever you want to call it, it's just crazy, and it's really awesome to see like you can go straight through the head, and it's just really cool. I think it's an absolute awesome skin, and definitely it's one of them skins that are big, obviously from your point of view. Like if you shoot for my head there, you see my head, it just goes straight through it, and if you go for it, look, if you go for the actual like little like forks or knives, whatever you want to call them, on the head, it goes straight through. And same with batlings as well. If you shoot my shark fin through the side, it just goes straight through it and doesn't do any damage to me. So having these things on shouldn't really affect your gameplay. The downside to having these sort of things though, for example, if we're in a 1v1, you'll notice Daft Boss himself has his head actually sticking out at the top of it. So with these sort of things, you can get like the Nutcracker head and maybe my like saucepans there, whatever you want to call them, the cookery items there, just they stick above, and it's kind of frustrating. And also if you're against a wall, you can actually get your batling to stick out sometimes. So you'll notice that as well here. If you want to stand against a wall, sometimes it sticks through the wall and it can give you away. Sometimes it does it, not always, but depending on what sort of wall you're in and what position you're in, especially in houses and stuff, these things can stick through the walls, and it can be annoying because someone can locate you a lot easier. Not exactly like that one there, Commander Mace. Now, overall, I just want to talk a little bit about the skins and stuff like that in general. Now, one thing to note is when you're camping in bushes, if people still do that, do consider your kind of skin design, because obviously if you're camping in a bush and maybe using like Fun Cops, your skin is probably gonna like pop through the bush, and it's something that you really don't want to go for. So to be honest, if you're going to be doing stuff like that, you probably want to be using the default skins, as they don't have anything that pops out, so they'll definitely work best in most situations if you're doing stuff like that. But then it also comes down to like camping in certain areas. So in this gameplay here, I actually tried it out when I was testing out different skins and stuff like that, and I decided to kind of think about it with like the colors of skins as well. For example, if I had a more kind of like vibrant color, or more colorful skin, should I say, and maybe had like maybe the tomato head or something like that, the tomato town skin, I just feel like you probably would have noticed me here. But because I used quite a dark skin, the guy just didn't know I was there, and I just popped straight out and took him out. And I think that is something that you've got to consider, and sometimes in some situations you have to use the right skin to hide in the right spot. Now obviously it doesn't always come down to it, but there are a bunch of camo skins out there that you guys can gain access to that will help you in a lot of situations. A lot of people go for the 800 V-Bucks ones, or the rare skins as well, which are just basic camo default skins upgraded technically, because they are very useful in a lot of situations. You may not consider it, but I've seen several times different skins are hard to see in different areas. To be honest, for example, if Moisty Mire was still here and you were in Moisty Mire and you were using a very green skin or a dark green skin, you're most likely not going to be spotted as easily if you were using a bright yellow or bright green or something extremely bright in the like bright bomber or something like that and a crazy bat bling. You're most likely going to be spotted. So that's where I'm coming from with the idea of that, and I think it's really cool to consider that when you're actually selecting different characters to play. It technically is a pay to win thing, but it's not. It's just giving you a little bit of an advantage with your view and stuff like that, especially on console where the aim isn't as good as PC and the render distance is set to a certain distance. Obviously on PC it can be changed, and I think definitely you have to consider what you're playing as. So do leave a comment down below what you think is the best skin to use for camo and stuff like that. Obviously there's a bunch of different skins out there. It'll be good to see which ones you think are best for hitbox radius and the camos and stuff like that. So leave a comment down below on that. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel, do stick around for daily Fortnite content. Don't forget, I've popped so many videos on my channel recently relating to the cube, Fortnite storyline, and so much more on my channel, leaks and everything. Depending on when you're checking this video out, there is absolute tons of Fortnite content on my channel. I do recommend checking it out because it'll give you guys an insight to what's coming in the future. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and once again, this is postboxpat signing out.